Imagine this. You go to a restaurant and order spaghetti, and they bring out this. I mean, technically it's spaghetti, but not really, is it? That's what it feels like to experience Backrooms 1998, created by a solo developer under the company name Steel Krill Studios. Backrooms 1998, or just 1998 as I call it because I'm hip, has been played by pretty much all the big shot YouTubers. I remember watching Markiplier and Jacksepticeye play this game, it being so long ago that I didn't have the knowledge or insight to understand the huge issues of this game. I just wanted to watch funny Irishman play scary game. The Steam reviews are mostly positive. Most negative reviews are for the co-op tag in the store, which, unless me and hundreds of other people missed something, there doesn't seem to be any multiplayer. Booting up the game and starting a new save, we get this epic montage of some rascal teenagers skateboarding. My left ear really enjoyed the witty banter these kids produced. Like literally every Backrooms game ever, the person holding the camera suddenly no-clips and falls into Detroit. First of all, I want to give props to the solo game developer. I know they used some assets, but overall, this game looks pretty dang good, especially compared to some other Backrooms games. This game features mic detection, so if you're Markiplier and have to say something every like 5 seconds, the entity might just hear you and rip you apart. I turned off mic detection because I have like 15 sounds in my room, which I cannot control. I originally thought the bottom right icon was how much marker/paint I have, because these games typically have some sort of way to write on the walls so you can mark where you've already explored, or write dicks on the walls. Are you sure the character we play as isn't the entity? He looks terrifying. As we explore these so-called back rooms, the main character has some doubts. Like, what kind of impractical Joker's-ass friends do you have to where you think they trapped you in a huge maze like this? Mur would definitely get sent into the backrooms for punishment. You grab a crowbar because every game needs a crowbar and progress forward. We have to find a key to a door and walk past many mannequins, which this game seems to love. There are so many. Classic jump scare when walking back from getting a key. After glitching the door open, we find a paint gun and writing on the wall that says, "Don't make a sound. It can hear, but no eyes." This is completely wrong. I've been spotted by the entity several times. The entity is also a quote-unquote knower, which means it pretty much just goes straight to your location without seeing or hearing you, aka the entity is hacking. You save by interacting with these CRT TVs. You can only save once at each station, which makes the game super stressful if you're far and have no more saves. After interacting with the TV, a creepy Walter White is displayed, indicating that the TV has been used. If you zoom into this mannequin's head, it just straight up disappears. Looks like someone wrote down a bunch of rules to follow. Number 1, don't run. Number 2, don't breathe. Number 3, close doors. Number 4, mark your path. Number 5, watch for footprints/blood. Number 6, hide. Number 7, arrows can guide you. And the most important rule, have fun. That jump scare was somehow the only one to really get me. Oh look, a door. Why is my character so slow? So yeah, that's the big baddie we go up against. Actually, we more so just hide from it. I've neglected to mention the lore up to this point, mostly because it's very simple and incredibly edgy, like even more so than Shadow the Hedgehog for the original Xbox.
Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald?
Little Dimba ate this stuff up. At this point, it's pretty obvious that the lore is a young boy has died and ended up here in the backrooms and became or merged with some entity to become a horrifying monster. The design is pretty good and the sound design for it is absolutely terrifying. It laughs and cries with an actual child's voice as it spews blood everywhere. Earlier, there was a radio broadcast.
Thomas. He was last seen walking on his way home when he was most likely kidnapped. His parents made a public plea to the killer to release their son, saying they just wanted him home safely.
Now, I haven't tested out what I can and can't talk about on YouTube, but the details in this broadcast are quite graphic. The radio broadcast definitely sounds like it was written to be as edgy as possible, and it doesn't really sound like something you'd actually hear on public radio. I mean, FNAF kind of popularized the topic of child murder, so thanks Scott Cawthon. Unfortunately, that's about all the good things I can say about this game. The goal after the tutorial, we'll call it, is to find 6 items, presumably that belong to the young boy who died. The items are things like a backpack, the aforementioned favorite jacket, a bracelet, etc. So yeah, you walk around, collect items, and avoid being caught by that thing. There are black arrows that point to where you need to go. Not sure lore-wise who put those there. The map is not very large, so the game is pretty short. It has some decent moments, but one thing that's just awful are the random jump scares. Yes, this game has random jump scares that are triggered by absolutely nothing. They have no substance and add nothing to the game besides pissing you off, and I'm pretty sure they count as noise, so when they happen, get ready to hide because you'll hear the very loud footsteps of the entity, like 20 seconds before it reaches you. I only died twice to the entity. Once because I wanted to make sure I got footage of the death in this game, and the other one because my crouch button refused to work and I lost like 10 minutes of progress. Thanks game. So yeah, this game is just alright. It's definitely not the worst game I've ever played, but far from the best. Maybe even far from good. But the main reason I'm making this video is that the map is not liminal. When you play a liminal space or Backrooms game, they give you a certain feeling. Some may call it a melancholy, but this game, nothing. I feel nothing. And part of the reason for this is that this game is not a Backrooms game. It could have easily taken place anywhere else. The Backrooms part is pretty much just a marketing tactic made to lure people like me in who buy all the Backrooms games. Or for people who say, hey, that's a Backrooms game. Sure, this is just an average, very edgy horror game that has lots of yellow wallpaper. I think making the setting the Backrooms actively takes away from the edgy entity and story. It could have taken place in a Silent Hill upside down type place and would have added to the story a lot more. The last item I had to get was the bracelet, which is in a box which you have to open with the 3-digit passcode. I interacted with the box and put it down, and the end sequence began, in which the lights turn red, and then after a few seconds you're jump scared, given a cutscene, and then the credits roll. I got the jump scare when I was still interacting with the locked box. It was for some reason empty. I got the final cutscene but no credits, and I was stuck in a black screen. I was still able to whistle and make camera noises, so I redid getting like 4 items and got the ending again. No glitches this time. The cutscene is the same as the starting one, but in the end of the skateboarding session, our character falls off his skateboard and breaks his neck. Like, I understand hitting your head hard, but breaking your neck from a skateboarding accident? Was he doing a backflip? The second part of the cutscene is some Disney Channel ass dialogue where we find out that the group of teenagers the main character is a part of are the ones who killed the young boy seen in the Backrooms.
Hey Liam, Drake, come check out this little wimp. What a fucking idiot. What's he doing all alone here? Let's go fuck with him. Grab the hammer.
Like, I know teenagers are capable of doing some horrible stuff, but this is so psychopathic that it's kind of funny. This is some urban spook level of edge, except somehow a lot less edgy, and a bit more tasteful. This clip of the kid running away and screaming is so funny to me. I imagine it's probably one of the developer's little brother or cousins. Still a brutal fate to bestow on a kid. Here's the full radio report if you care to read. That's Backrooms 1998. A massively edgy, not Backrooms game. Go and check out the game for yourself to see if I'm lying out of my ass. It still has some value as a piece of media. It's more entertaining than an actual piece to think about or analyze, and it's definitely buggy, but it is far from a terrible game. It's still very impressive that it was made by one person. Props to whoever owns Steel Crow Studios. They do have another game coming out this year, so if you guys want to see that, comment, and maybe I'll check it out and compare the 2 games to see how the developer has progressed. I'm gonna stream this Sunday, so hop in and chat with me. Here's a very vague hint on what I'm gonna play. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I do appreciate your support. See ya.